Jack is fierce. You'll know him when you see him.
So how's a little pumpkin like you supposed to help me?
I have an important message from Urware, the land of the living.
Is it for my sister? Is she okay?
Your sister is fine for now, but you must act quickly. I can tell you how to defeat Jack.
How then?
You must take him back through the gateway to the land of the living.
Hi.
Where he has no power.
The live chat is up if
How can I do that when I haven't
you want to
even
say
passed
anything.
out yet?
Oh, don't worry.
How are you doing?
He's always hiding wherever you're not looking.
What does that even mean?
I must hide. I can't stay here much longer, or Jack will know what's
Okay.
going on.
But you haven't even answered any of my
All right.
questions. Wait, don't go. I guess I have to start looking for Jack.
Hi. I'll get started once people start jumping on.
Hello?
Okay. Well, I have to apologize for this morning. An incident happened and I had to take it down because it was not the truth. The promises of heaven was co-created by man to cause them to fall under the control of man. And there's always going to be confliction in the world. Always. There will always be confliction in the world. Hi, Vicky. There will always be confliction, even when the truth is right in front of them. It was a fear mechanism to keep you under this, like, oh my gosh, if I do this, oh my gosh. Like, the word of man is the void in life. It has no purpose, no drive, no power over the light. And people will get nasty with you. And this is not how it's supposed to be. Like, when you're speaking your truth and people are getting nasty, that's a confliction within them. It's not your fault. Do not think it's your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. They were conflicted within themselves. And you just got to be calm. Okay? I witnessed this today. And quite frankly, it's pretty scary. But you just have to be calm. You know, be calm in the eye of the storm. He told me to be still and stand my ground. And I did. Just stay calm. Approach the situation with love. Do not lash back, because that doesn't do you any good. Okay, shine your light. Shine your light and never let anybody dim it. Speak your truth no matter what people think. We hold all the promises, all of it in here. He gave it to us. The light is how the lost find him, okay? And the church is crying out. These people are the lost. They are lost and they are very conflicted, and they are not afraid to get angry or lash out at you or even try to put hands, whatever. They are not afraid to do that because they are conflicted with themselves, and there's no peace and chaos within themselves. You know, he is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. It's man that changed that. If you allow his voice in, you would know that. He would give it to you. You know, man's tactic to create more fear and creating a false name on the spiritual awakening that was never supposed to have a name, you know. It's very sad. It's very sad. And we have to be in fear of the gifts that were given from the Lord. And why? Because man said that they were bad? No, absolutely not. Like, free yourself from the illusion of man and give yourself the gift of unconditional love, because the Lord is faithful. He loves you. Loves you. Like, the lost is crying out. So do not dim your light. Do not dim it. Ever, for nobody.
Now that Jack's been defeated, I think so.
We are God's children. And man says they're under attack. Spiritual warfare. No, we're just speaking the truth that God gave us. We don't serve multiple people. Like, this terrible. The Lord is the molecular being that holds all of us together. He is in everything. He is in everybody. Okay? Growing up, you were taught this belief, and this is where the confliction comes. Because you were taught as a young child all the way up until now. And Araya, you want to come say hi?
No, I want to play a game.
Well, give mommy a few more minutes and then you can play a game.
I want to play.
Release your pain, release your fear. Do not fear the Lord. His word, his voice, his word cannot be explained. It cannot be explained. It has to be experienced. And he's calling his people home. Whether people like it or not, he's calling his people in because he loves all of us. He is open arms. Open arms. Where is it? It was a message that his arms are open to take you as you are. He does not care what you have done. He loves his children and wants to end your suffering. Come to him, accept him in your life. Open your mind to him. He wants the lost found. It's time to step out of the darkness co-created by man. It's time to come to the light. You hold all his promises. You hold it all. You hold all his knowledge. And man tried to keep that from us. And it's a struggle, and there will always be confliction. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are enough. He loves his children. Have patience with yourself and for others. Show people the love. Show people the love while you're living your life, going with the flow of life. The Lord will take care of the rest. And the darkness they speak that it's called spiritual darkness. It was never 3 days of darkness, none of that. It's spiritual darkness. It's called personal hell. This is the hell that has been spoken. Personal torment, hell. He literally puts you inside of your personal hell. All your past, your regrets, your nasty relationships, whatever darkness you have in here, he puts you inside of yourself. That's personal hell. And believe me when I say this, he put me in my personal hell. And that's why I'm sitting right here and I'm speaking the truth, because he showed me, he put me in my hell, and I came out a beautiful butterfly, the phoenix, like the ashes, the new me. He completely broke me. And the love just surrounded me. It was like the warmest hug. The warmest hug. The only way that I could explain it is I had an out-of-body experience when I was 7. I almost died on the operating table. And I was getting a tonsillectomy. And they got my adenoids, but I almost bled to death. I lost 5 pints of blood. All right. And while I was on the operating table, I flew up. And I was I was this like ball of energy. I was surrounded by love, just love. There was no fear. There was no hate. There was no negative, nothing. It was just peace, utter peace, and just serenity. And I remember it was like I was looking through a box and I was looking down at my body. I could see my body there. I couldn't really understand what was really going on and why the doctors were running around all crazy like. And the voice spoke and said, "You can stay or you can go. It's not your time yet. I have better things for you." And now I'm realizing what those better things are. He has finally opened my vision and seeing so clearly. My mom ended up giving me a blood transfusion and saved my life. But in the midst of that, I said, no, I have to go back. My mom's going to need me. But see, I was a child. I didn't really comprehend, but that love, I felt that love again. And that's when I came out of my personal hell. And that's the first time that I felt it on, like, right now, like, alive. You know, I am so alive. He has brought me to life. And I just want to share his love. That's all I want. That's all I want. I want you to see. I want you to hear. He loves us so much. And, you know, it's a constant battle. It's not going to be easy. And he told me that. And he told me that I was going to lose people along the way. That I was going to lose family, friends, whatever it may be on this journey that he has put me on. But I'm okay with that because I am following the Lord, and what he tells me, I'm getting it to you guys. And that's all that matters. We all have a purpose. We all pose spiritual gifts. Everything that has happened in your life brought you to this now, to teach you, to learn. We got to let go of ego. We got to let go of rejection. We got to let go of material things that does not serve us anymore. Yes, the 3 days of dark, it was never 3 days of darkness. It was never 3 days of darkness. It's called personal hell. That is spiritual darkness. It's spiritual darkness. And that's when the Lord puts you inside of yourself. It's personal torment. Everything that you've held up inside of yourself, that's the darkness he's talking about. And the indoctrine of man, shifting your perception and seeing the full picture instead of just half the picture. I mean, you're just getting an outline. You don't have a full picture. But the 3 days of darkness of what they talk about, it's literally spiritual darkness. And it's personal torment and personal hell, where the Lord puts you inside of yourself, into your own darkness. But again, there will always be confliction. There will always be someone that tries to tell you, no, that's not right. That's not right. But it's okay. Let them believe what they want to believe. If they don't want to listen, then they don't want to listen. I'm doing my job. I'm doing the Lord's work. That's why I'm here. and free yourself from any prison or enslavement. Talking about the mind, physical, emotional, psychological, whatever the darkness that you have inside of yourself, you got to let it go and allow God's light and love to come in, because everybody can hear him. Everybody can hear him on this planet. But since the old ways of thinking, the old beliefs totally put you in fear. It's all fear-based. It's fear-based. And you have to free yourself. Paradigm shift. Out with the old, in with the new. But it was never supposed to be like that. The day Jesus died is when man took control. That was a recent message that he gave me yesterday morning. And I will continue. I will continue. As the messages roll in, I will keep moving forward. I will keep getting his word out. His love is inside of us. We hold all of his promises. You know how he talked about the promises? We have that victory. Jesus died for us. He washed us clean. We have that victory forever. Forever. And we hold all his promises inside of us. All the love. It's found in the sacred space of the heart. Awesome, Mom. I see, baby. I see. He never left. There's not going to be a second coming, first coming. He never left. He never left. He's here. You just have to accept him. He's here. Never dim your light for others. There will always be confliction in the world. But again, when you come, you think of it as yin and yang. You can't have light without darkness or darkness without light. That's the balance of life. That's the balance of the Lord's universal energy. And he wants to bring a balance. He's awakening his people. He's bringing them out of this darkness that man co-created. Do not fear. Do not fear. Release that. Release the pain and allow God's love to surround you. So, and I just had to come on here and just talk to you guys because it's very hard. It's very hard, and it's not. I'm trying to be still in the eye of the storm, and he's gonna make the way, and he's gonna make it clear. And whether people want to wake up or they don't, they have a choice to come out of their own spiritual darkness. They have a choice. You have a choice. Whether you want to make the choice or not, that's up to you. Nobody's making you do anything. I'm just here to spread his light and his love. And the mission that he put me on, I have multiple missions. And this is just one of them. So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yeah, I love all of you. But letting go, gotta let go of the old stuff that you've held inside of yourself. Let that go. That's an issue. And hi, James. If you want to pause the video and go to the beginning, you can. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you, Vic. 12551. If you don't mind me calling you Vic. But thank you guys so much for tuning in and being here. I love all of you so much, and that's why I'm here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God's love and light. Bye.
But why would they keep